find a way to get the job done. So what do we have next? Oh, only Australia and Italy. Another tasty, tasty matchup between the two. And as the teams get introduced, I'll step off the mic for a moment. But we're going to be getting to this game here very quickly. Tom Wright, Andrew Steele, Tom Conrad, and Greg Heyer. And the Italians only playing with 3. They injury to one of the key players, put them in an unfortunate position. But I doubt they make any excuses. They come to play regardless of the circumstances. And you better believe they're going to try to get the job done. Matteo Grandpa, Alessandro Condro, Daniele Sandri is the one who's out, while Aristide Sandy, he's good to go. He's ready to rock and roll. He's ready to play. Here's the Italian team. Talking about the fight that we just saw from that Canadian team and their effort to get back in the game. This Italian team, they got a ton of fight in them as well. Although probably didn't play quite as well as they would have liked to in pool play, they survived to play another day. And if they survive this one, they'll be going on to meet up with Team Puerto Rico, undefeated. There's the birthday girl. Happy birthday, Edith. Ref in this game with Ref Eric. As Tom Wright was one of our 8 players to watch coming into this tournament. And he has stepped up and led the Australians in scoring. He's played like a 3x3 vet. He's played like a Asia Cup gold medalist. He and Andrew Steele, they know all about that. Can they get to the World Cup though? That's the question in hand. Team Italia now on the attack. Landy to Corno. Corno's been good, but if Corno can step his game up, I think he could be the X factor for Team Italy in this game. Pull up, missed. Long ball from Steele. Hits the iron. Landy. Soft hands, big man. Takes it in, scores over the much smaller Tom Wright. Gets Italy on the board. Another look at how it went down. Nice interior feed. Right in the, look, that's a tough assignment, man. I think the smartest thing he did was not foul. Sometimes it's smart to not even attempt to block the shot. Higher. On the move towards the cup. Foul drawn in the process. The Aussies. Moving that ball around the perimeter. Andrew Steele. Still looking for that bucket. Over a minute into this one. Landy. These goals ain't loyal. Tom Wright with Grandpa in front of him. He swings it over to Heyer. Heyer can't connect either. Corno. Not enough sauce on it. It's short. Heyer. He's fouled. Taking it right at Grandpa. Take another look. Heyer. Doing a great job of putting the pressure on the defense. Boom, boom. Landy almost lost control of the rock. Corno, back to Landy. Landy with Tom Wright draped all over him. Misses the shot, higher, swings it. Conrad changes direction, using that body, using that size. He elevates, gets the shot up, fouled in the process. So now Conrad will get a chance to shoot, to strike. Veteran NBL player. Hope to see him as a veteran 3x3 player. And he knocks it down. Oh, Grandpa bringing out the moves, but shot clock violation. $1 million move, $5 shot. Conrad got a good look. Couldn't tickle the twine. Corno making a move. Tom Wright. Oh, quick hand, steal. Couldn't come up with it. Landy late in the shot clock. It's a violation. 2-2 game. You've seen the defense tighten up here in these elimination games. Probably not going to see too many fancy plays. It's all business, like the front of the plane. When it's win or go home. So Andrew Steele, Tom Wright on the court for the Australians, both members of Melbourne Eye Athletic. 28th ranked pro team in the world. Greg Heyer plays for the Perth Wildcats, and how about the Illawarra Hawks mainstay, Tim Conrad? Ask the people in Australia, they know. Oh, there's Corno, eyepiece. Heyer. He got a great motor. So they get a break. And interestingly enough about this this Australian team, they haven't participated in enough national competitions to really have the highest of ranking. But they only got one Australian player inside the top 100 players in the world. And that's a ranking of 90. And Andrew Steele holds that distinction. I got a feeling the more they play and the more accolades that they achieve, we're going to see some of these guys climbing those world rankings. Conrad, turn around, Sauce, just outside the paint. Landy trying to clear some space. Offensive foul. Can't use that offhand. And look, Conrad. Wright sets up, Steele. Kicks it. Conrad, wasn't aware of his surroundings. Stepped on the out of bounds line. Ref Eric, he's all over it. The winner will face the hometown boys, Puerto Rico, in the qualifying game. And the foul now whistled. Now Team Italy, 5th foul. 4 points apiece, but 5 fouls on Italy compared to 1 on the Aussies. Andrew Steele, he ain't just any Steele, he's Valerian. Cuts through the D and cashes in to give Australia a 1-point advantage. Landy, no, he couldn't land it. But he was able to draw a foul in the process. Aristide Landy, 25 years old, the youngest member of this Italian team. Represented Italy in a lot of youth categories, even won gold at the FIBA U20 European Championship. That was back in 2013. Meantime, it's Tom Wright to steal. Couldn't hit it. Grandpa with the old school move. No, higher. Confiscates the rebound, goes to the crossover, drop steps, and he flexed the muscle on the young fella down low. Boom. Answer right back. Landy, 6 apiece. Right. Turning left. Oh, D'd up. How did Wright hit that? Came up through the tree branches and still muscled it up. So don't tell me to get in the weight room. You get on the bench press. Right. Good at the strike. Australia with an 8-6 advantage. Grandpa, baseline. You're seeing a lot of standing on the outside for Team Italy. Standing and watching. Not enough off-ball movement. That's why that offense is a little bit stagnant. Let's see some of the action that Australia's running now. There isn't much moving because Tom Wright decided to just fire one from the top of the key. Quick catch and quick shoot, shot. And it's off the glass. Landy, 8 apiece. Conrad straight on, misses it to the right. Stays with it though, pulls up, misses it again, gets another rebound. And Landy, this time sends him packing. And now Landy trying to turn defense into offense. Daddy do, but he lost the rock. And an easy layup attempt, or maybe even a dunk attempt. Landy just lost it. What can you do? Shake it off, go back to work. Tom Wright, he's giving them that work like a temp service. 8-9 game, Australia. Now Landy, he keeps the ball that time, but he couldn't put it where he put it in the rim. Now Steele, trying to show his strength. And he gives Australia a 10-8 lead. Landy trying to hold higher off. Australia up to 4 fouls now. I want to thank our official sponsor, our founding partner Nike, our global sponsor Wilson, our official timekeeper Tissot. Oh wow, look at that battle. Grandpa and Wright saying he was pushing. I would argue probably both were pushing a little bit. All right, 10-8 basketball game, and under 4 minutes to play. This one will determine who will go on to the qualification game, which will be a direct ticket to the World Cup. Now, for the teams who lose in the qualification game, it's not over with for them yet. Because if you remember, I said there will be 3 teams, 3 tickets, men's and women's, who will have a chance to go to the World Cup. The losers of that qualification game will play in a final game to determine the last spot for the World Cup. So keep an eye on that as we move closer to that. It's a 10-9 game. It is close as can be. Steele, skies in for the rebound. Over to Wright, left, spins right, then shows the touch. 11-9. Grandpa trying to do some things to Wright. Wright plays the right way on defense. Stayed disciplined, didn't leave his feet, held his ground. Travel is called. Ball over to the guys in green. Right. Quick decision to get to the rack, but missed it right at the rim. Almost got a steal there from Landy. Wright is arguing that he's saying it went off of Landy's head. So that should be our ball. Corno. And he wasted no time. He didn't come completely out of that curl before he shot the shot, and then higher. He lets Landy know how he's feeling. Shoves him aside. Or Landy actually whistled. So the 7th foul on Italy will put. Okay. Yeah, put higher on the free throw line. First of 2 for higher. He's good. Shout out Noah Lazarus. So our Hawk gives Australia 13-9 advantage. The runner knew. I thought about handing it off. He's bringing that NBL experience here. He's won 4 championships to this 3x3 squad, and he sets the table beautifully for Conrad, and he's on target like infrared. 15-9, Australia leading it by 6. And a TV timeout. So we've seen Australia start to put it together here. Starting to find some consistent offense. And they've been able to keep Italy at bay. Italians just have to get some movement on offense. Not so much standing and watching. That's easy for me to say, sitting over here next to the court. Understanding full well everything this game takes. I'd be walking, sucking for air within the first 30 seconds. Yet and still, if they want to come back in this game, they got to find a way to make it more difficult on Australia. That was a beautiful feed to higher. Landy fading away, higher. And he is everywhere, rebounding, scoring, defending. .2:15 left. Italy don't have the luxury to foul unless they want Australia shooting a couple of free throws. The kick out to higher. He's open all day. Landy. That's good defense from Conrad. That's better offense from Landy. He sauced him a little bit on the baseline. 16-10, higher. Over to Conrad. Oh, higher. Look at the activity. Busier than a bee in the paint, and you can see he is gassed, he is winded. Higher's gonna need a substitution soon. I can make that call. That's a minute 31 left. You see Higher, hands on his knees, like he's twerking. He ain't twerking, he's working. Working his heart out on the basketball court. He's a big reason why Australia is holding on to the 17-11 lead. They've asked the 4-time NBL champ to step up for him. And he's done that and some. Look at this shot from Landy. He didn't stick the landing, but what a finish. Conrad. Ranked number 9 139. Is not the most experienced 3x3 player, but I say he's adapted to the game pretty well. Higher. Having a conversation with the birthday girl. I guess you can call her the birthday woman. She got a 3 now as a part of her her age. Edith is going to hate me after this is over with. In any case, higher. Oh, right through the hands of Wright. But with a $1:18 left and a 7-point lead for Australia, they are shoe-in for the qualification match with Puerto Rico sitting by waiting. Oh, no. Missed that one bad. Recovered and scored though still. Higher. Tom Wright. Wright going to work on Grandpa. And it just rattles out. Conrad. Easy breezy. I thought he might put it down. Landy. That one trickles out. We're approaching 30 seconds left. And Australia. Higher. Going down under. Big bucket. He's stronger than Odin's son. Used to be. There's a little in-game reference for you Avenger fans out there. There's your game winner. Higher had a hand in everything. He employed his talents all over the court. And Higher leads Australia to a 21-12 win over Italy. The Italians tournament comes to an end. So it'll be Australia on to the qualification game to play against Puerto Rico. Here's Julian DeBuff to talk to Tom Wright about it. Ju.
Tom, you took care of business against an Italian team that was playing without sub, and it means you get a chance to meet your old Puerto Rican friends again.
Yeah, it was a really tough game against the Italian team. All credit to them, playing with 3 players. They made us work for it. It was close all the way up until the end, really, when I think they got a bit tired, but really looking forward to the next matchup. I know Puerto Ricans have a massive home crowd and a bit of an advantage here, so hopefully we can get over the line in the next one.
You spent the last month playing in an Australian professional league, the NBA Pro Hustle. What would you say is the biggest difference between the Pro Hustle and here playing at the World Cup qualifier?
I think the Australian 3-on-3 scene is really new, so it's only been around for basically 18 months. So there's some guys who haven't really been playing it that much, so just experience. I think when you come to tournaments like this, guys have been playing for years and years, and it shows. You know, they're veterans, they're savvy, so we just have to try and outwork them and then hopefully outthink them too.
Good luck.
I would concur, Tom Wright. He's right. And I'm personally happy to see the evolution of 3x3 and the growth in Australia. We're seeing the popularity of 3x3 just continue to elevate down under. And I'm thinking we're going to see more and more players come out of Australia that are going to be better and better. Australia represented well here in Puerto Rico. Both men and women, that is. As the Australian women, they haven't lost a game yet here in Puerto Rico. Yeah, you heard me right. Can they continue their winning ways in the qualification games? Enjoy the highlights from an Australian win over Italy. We get set up for the qualification games and a direct ticket to the World Cup in Amsterdam in June. Here's your game winner. Higher getting it done. And again, the Australians into the qualification game. So after this